Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about what is important for makeup artists, what you need to know for beginners, those that are new to the industry. I hope this video will be helpful to you, and maybe those out there that are already doing this, maybe you're still learning as well. So this is my friend Chaisty Stevenson. We are here in her makeup studio now. This is Chaisty Studio here in Dallas, Texas, y'all. So we'll say this, she's been in the industry longer than I have. I was self-taught. She does have some training. She's known a lot of people. She's been behind the scene in films, pictures, sewing, fashion, everything, okay, everything. She knows quite a bit. So I maybe like I don't know, a third of 10th of what she is, something of that nature. So we we're gonna be hosting. We're gonna do this once a week. We're gonna be giving makeup advices for makeup artists. So that definitely look forward to those video guys. So okay, so let's get into it. Once again, these are the most important thing that we feel are knowledgeable for makeup artists. So the first thing is, first thing, sanitation. Very, very important. Cannot stress this enough, and clients will pick up on this. Anywhere that you will work as a makeup artist, if they train you, they will teach you this. And same way for those who are just doing your own makeup. This is very important. Clean your brushes.
Yes.
Clean your brushes. There are brush cleaners. You can look up tutorials on how to make your own brush cleaners. You clean them in between using them. You wash them at least once a week, guys. If you're a makeup artist, your brushes need to be bathed once a week, okay? Because you're getting germs build up. You're passing brush to face. You do not want to pass anything contagious, or just don't want to pass any oils. Oils from your skin collect on your brushes, and over time they will just dirty up everything, and they will cause skin problems.
And not only that, you also have to make sure that you have a professional set and your own personal set. Don't ever use your personal set for a professional shoot, because your color and your brushes and your blushes and foundations do not need to mix in with your clients.
And whoever else you may be working on.
Right.
So that is definitely, and then another thing that is extremely important is to carry makeup wipes that are alcohol free if possible. I know some people it's kind of hard to find. Alcohol free. Make sure that way your sensitive clients do not break out or have issues with that. And carry alcohol. Put it in a spray bottle, not a squirt bottle, a spray bottle. That way you can mist over eyeshadow, blush, lipstick, eye pencils, anything. Just spritz them on. They're not going to ruin anything. They will dry quick and they will sanitize it. This will help cross-contaminating.
Right.
Okay, so just like when you go to the Mac store, they do that. They spritz everything. So clean. Just think clean, okay? Because makeup get dirty too.
Right. Not only that, make sure that with your lipsticks, if you're using lipsticks on your clients, slice the top of your lipsticks at an angle. It cuts off whatever was dirty on top.
Yeah, just like scrape off.
Right.
Yeah. So
and of course, use your brush.
Disposable wands and disposable
brushes, yes.
items, right? Exactly.
All disposables.
All disposable mascaras.
Mascara wands.
Do not double dip. You might
at all.
You might have heard this before. You might have not heard this. Well, you're hearing it now. So double dipping is, for example, mascara. I poke it in and out, and I do my own, and then I turn around and dip it back in the container, and swap hers and do someone else. And this will cause a lot of problem, guys, because we all have natural bacteria on our lashes, our skin, that will transfer. And when you put the wand back into a container, no matter if it's mascara, lipstick, you're contaminating that product.
Yes.
And if someone has a medical issue, this will grow in that product, and you do not know. Makeup expires as well. So
that is the main thing that people forget. They think you can use your mascara forever. Once
you cannot.
It dries, trash it.
Trash it. If it smells funny, trash it. If you look online, I will try to link a link below and maybe help you guys as far as timing goes on the products. But liquid foundation, lip glosses, those mascara, those are the major products that needs to be thrown out over a period of time. I want to say like three months is somewhere in the range there. So watch out for that. If it smells funny, the colors start changing, or you see anything creepy with it.
And never put water in your mascara bottle. To, get
Dilute
that last
it.
little corner. You want that
It's
last
not gonna
little
work.
corner. Don't do it.
Just get a new
Because that
one.
water is just sitting in there. And what does water do? It builds bacteria in your nose.
Yes. Don't do that. It's
Don't
a
do
bad
that.
idea. It's a
Not
very
at all.
bad idea.
Yeah.
So use mixing medium. Do not use water. Okay, that's a trick. That's a makeup artist trick. So the other thing would be
Paper towels.
paper towels. You always want to have paper towels handy for cleaning your brushes.
Or a white towel.
White towels.
That way you know that it's getting clean when you apply.
Or a light colored towel that basically when you clean your brushes you can actually tell how clean your brushes are. Don't get and use a black towel. You cannot tell.
And it has dyes in your black towel, so you don't want to transfer that
onto your brushes. Onto the skin.
So white.
So definitely that. So and then primers.
Yes.
Makeups. Just make sure.
Eyeshadow primers and makeup primers.
Yes, those are very important, guys, because it helps the makeup last. It helps it not crease. You're not going to have a complaint coming back from your client saying my eyeshadow only stayed an hour or two. Or flying somewhere where I shouldn't be doing.
And keep reapplying and keep reapplying and keep reapplying.
So that is that. And you definitely want to be, have, I guess, friendly products towards clients with different skin type, as far as oily skin, combination skin, dry skin, or insensitive skin. Now there's a lot of products out there that say they're oil free and they're great. You definitely need to know your products and what you're using and who to use it on. You do not want to use a matte product, matte primer, matte foundation on dry skin. It's going to dry them out
even more,
and it will flake, and they're going to call you back and complain. That's a guarantee. So you don't want to use like an oil base or something greasy on someone that's oily. You will have a grease ball in probably 2 hours.
You'll be glowing,
you'll be glowing, shining.
Ding, 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 ding.
And that's not what they paid you for or what.
They wanted a grease ball. You could have went into the kitchen and got a stick and butter.
Yes. So definitely just be on the lookout for your kit. You need to be kit friendly with everybody. Try to use things that has less alcohol on them as possible, as far as your makeup brush cleaner. Primers, some primers are going to have alcohol on them anyways, but just be sure for sensitive skin that you always have something in your kit for them.
And ask your client if they're oily, combination, or dry. That's something
assess your client's skin.
You have to know what your client description is. Always get a client description beforehand, before they appear, so that way you can study and know exactly what it is that you can and cannot use.
This is called studying your craft.
Yes. Studying your craft and knowing and being prepared. Your client.
That's very, very important. If you do get last minute clients, don't just slap the makeup on them. And still spend at least 1 minute. It's not going to hurt. 1 minute, assess their skin and see what it is that they need.
And sometimes when you get ready to test out a client's skin, I know some people don't like you to touch with their fingers. Touch with the back of your hand. You don't necessarily have to touch with your fingers.
And make sure you sanitize your hand, guys, between clients, before clients. This is very important because we touch products, we touch counters, we touch doors, we touch everything. And you do not want to just rub it. If we break out a lot of times because we rub our face, that's because the germs are on our hands, and they don't need that. They don't need that extra load on their face. So be careful. Wash your hand. If not, use a sanitizer. Okay.
The same way when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, same way. It's a must. It's a must. So the next thing I would like to talk about is professionalism, guys. In our industry, it's just like going to a store. If someone mistreats you, you're not going to come back there. You're going to give them bad reviews. You're going to tell the whole world about it, and they're probably not going to get as much traffic. So as a makeup artist, you're working for yourself. You got to think the same way. Professionalism. You got to make sure you dress proper. You're not having cleavage, ladies. Low neck, low cut. They don't need short skankadoodle skirts.
Skankadoodles?
Skankadoodles. If you don't know the word, don't look it up because it does not exist. It's a made up word. Skankadoodles. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Short, don't wear pumps. to your jobs, you're not trying to look cute. You're trying to make the client look cute and be comfortable.
Right.
So be comfortable, but be professional.
Not only that, make sure you dress the part. You are a makeup artist.
Don't come in wearing hot pink, blue, crazy colors.
Be neutral.
Be neutral.
See? Neutral.
Yeah. I hope you guys get to see that.
Right. But at least have your makeup done. Don't go in there looking like you just climbed out of the bed.
If you didn't, at least make yourself look presentable.
If that's the case, put on a tinted moisturizer, mascara, a little lip gloss, and go.
Right.
But make yourself look like you are a makeup artist.
Right, a professional makeup artist. Yes. Exactly.
And make sure, that when you get there, you greet your client. Hello, how you doing? How was your day?
And if you're late, do sincerely apologize for it.
But try not to be late.
Yeah, do not just come in there and be like, okay, I'm here. Sorry, let's get started.
You should be there 30 minutes early before your client gets there.
At least 15 minutes early just to set up. To set up, and then when you sit down and talk to your client, a lot of people think like, oh, let's start at 1. Okay, you sit down at 1, you spend 15 minutes taking out your stuff, assessing the client's skin, and before you know it, 15 minutes, 20 minutes has gone by.
Yes.
So show up about at least 15-20 minutes early. I know it may sound difficult for some people, but take that into consideration when you're doing your booking.
Exactly.
That's very important.
Give them heads up.
Yes. And then make sure you're not wearing heavy perfume.
Yes.
That's gonna irritate. You're gonna be close to your client's face. You don't need.
So you have an interaction.
They're right here with you. You don't need. They don't need to smell your cologne, perfume, and make sure you put deodorant on.
And then you have. Don't wear an arm full of bangles and bracelets and
jewelry,
earrings to the point where you're catching and you're snagging your client's hair,
scratching any kind of
back.
rings.
You have to touch the face, so you're using a lot of that, to the face. So you don't want all the extra. So
they don't need to hear that clinking sound constantly in their ears. It's very
annoying. You need to be subtle. You need to be subtle and sleek.
You can still be cute. I don't wear jewelry, but you can. Something simple.
A little simple necklace.
Yes.
Nothing dramatic.
So that is that. And another part of being professional is whether you're working on a client or an environment in which people had hired you to work with other groups of makeup artists or other people in the industry. You need to be able to function in a room with a room full of people. You need to be able to get along with them. You cannot be out just thinking you're the makeup artist, you're the only makeup artist, and not be friendly to anybody else, because word will get around and you're probably going to get fired or not come back. They're not going to want you to come back. So just like when we were in elementary, they used to teach us, they used to pair us up with people you didn't get along with back in the day. This is real world related. You should be able to enter any environment and do your job properly. Professionally. And work with
any confliction.
Right. Minimal, anyways. So
no,
Zero, right. So definitely do that, because you will never know who you will meet, guys. And down the line. And this person can give you $1 million job. Yep. They can introduce you to the right person, open the right door for you. So do not ruin it. Even if you're doing something that is free. TFP, for those who know what TFP is.
Trade for prints.
Yes. So for those that are doing that, always be grateful, always be humble, and don't chat too much. So you will meet the right people and they will open doors for you. So always keep that in mind. Don't be ugly out there. Nobody needs ugliness.
And never talk about another makeup artist work to a client. Never do that.
They can complain to you, then that's fine. You can do example, but don't point out names. Don't pull out names. Don't say she did this and I know her. This is where she's at. Don't do that, because you don't want word getting around that you're the ugly makeup artist going around town talking crap about everybody. We all each are good, but you don't need to put people on blast, not necessarily. Privately behind doors, do it, but whatever. Just don't do it to do it with your makeup buddy friends. Just don't do it to your clients.
Don't do it to your BFF.
Yes. So, and then the third thing we have is brushes. Makeup artists, I can't stress this enough. Clients come to us for a reason. They're paying us to do work, fabulous work. And for those who do not invest in good products, invest in good brushes to deliver the look that the client wants. You have high-end brushes, you have low-end, and some low-end brushes will do the job just fine. But if you really think about the people that are in the real industry, that are really making the good money, that have their name out there,
they use a good set of brushes.
Good sets of brushes.
And you can get good set of brushes at reasonable price. Don't think that you have to go buy the most expensive brushes to make it work.
You don't,
no,
right.
you don't. That's not necessarily true.
You have to study them. You have to know how to use them. You know which brushes is used for what.
Yes.
Study, learn how to use them, and when you do that, you will get your technique down, and you will do a fantastic necessary. So when you see brushes that are, $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, and when they're in the $30, $40 range, don't get shocked, because those brushes will last you years to come, and you won't have to. If
properly treated, though.
If properly treated, clean them, condition them. They will last you for a very long time, yes. And they will, deliver your work perfectly the way that you want.
Right.
So that if you're saying something you're doing that does not look right, it's more likely your technique of doing it, and your technique of doing it goes through your brushes.
Right.
Yes, just like a painter. If you give them sloppy brushes, it's not going to come out right. If you give them good brushes, they're going to have a fantastic masterpiece. Okay, think of it that way.
Every stroke.
And every stroke,
makes a difference.
Yes. Okay. So definitely, once again, clean your brushes, keep them clean. Do not show up to clients with dirty brushes or dirty kits. They don't need to see that.
And you can see a good organized bag where you have your lip pencils separated with your brushes. Not that they always pay attention, but you'll be surprised who's paying attention. Mm-hmm. Not always, will a client look over in your bag and go, oh, okay, well.
But they don't need to look over there and see dirty towels, dirty papers, right. And then your containers have lipstick and makeup all over it. Yes. When you look at it, it looks very messy, unprofessional, and it looks very dirty and tacky, guys. That's very ghetto. Don't do that. That's called makeup ghetto-ness. Okay.
Ghetto-ness.
So the next thing we would like to talk about is know your products.
Yes. Know the difference between a face primer and an eyeshadow primer.
Know the difference between the different face primers and what they are used for. Once again, this goes down for sensitive skin, non-sensitive skin, for different clients.
Different skin textures, skin tones, undertones. Know the products that you're using. It's not a good thing to sit down, do someone's makeup, and you have placed a foundation on someone who has an olive skin tone, but you've given them an ivory.
Yep.
You have to know the product that you're using. Be aware of the product you're using. Try testing them out the night before that you actually make it to your client, because sometimes you never know. If you got a picture of the person, you can kind of analyze what their what their skin color
Pictures
may be.
Are fake.
Only if they're airbrushed. You get a lot of that though.
Yes. If you haven't seen your clients through your eyes, do not assume. Do not make assumptions. Do not show up with a very limited amount of colors and kit, because you're going to end up paying the price by the end of the day.
Right.
You don't want your price. You don't want your client to pay the price by the end of the day and not be happy either.
Right. And not only do you need to know your products, proper lighting. Proper lighting is so the key in knowing what products is the right color on your client.
Right.